About 8 o'clock in the morning, Mohendra Mukherjee arrived and saluted the master. Horipodo, Tulsiram, and other devotees arrived one by one and saluted him. Baburam was laid up with fever and could not come. Master, to M and the others. Hasn't the younger Noreen come? Perhaps he thought I had left. To Mukherjee. How amazing! Even during his boyhood, on returning from school, he cried for God. Is it a small thing to cry for God? He is very intelligent too. He is like a bamboo with a big hollow space inside. All of his mind is fixed on me. Girish Ghosh said to me, the younger Noreen went to Navagopal's house when a kirtan was going on. On entering the house, he inquired about you and exclaimed, Where is he? He was totally unconscious of his surroundings and practically walked over the people. He has no fear of his relatives' threat. Sometimes he spends 3 nights at a stretch at Dukkhineshwar. Mukherjee. Hori became simply speechless at what you said yesterday. Footnote. Hori. Later, Hori embraced the monastic life and became known as Swami Turiyananda. Footnote ends. He said to me, such wisdom can be found only in the philosophical systems of Samkhya, Yoga and Vedanta. He is no ordinary person. Master. But I have never studied Samkhya or Vedanta. Perfect Jnana and perfect Bhakti are one and the same thing. A man reasons, saying not this, not this. He rejects the unreal. When his reasoning comes to an end, he attains the knowledge of Brahman. Then he accepts what he rejected before. A man carefully climbs to the roof, rejecting the steps one by one. After reaching the roof, he realizes that the steps are made of the same materials as the roof, namely brick, lime, and brick dust. He who is aware of the high is also aware of the low. After the attainment of knowledge, one looks alike on high and low. While Prahlad dwelt on the plane of the Supreme Reality, he maintained the attitude of I am He. But when he climbed down to the physical plane, he would look on himself as the servant of God. Hanuman also sometimes said, I am he. And sometimes, I am the servant of God. Sometimes, I am a part of God. Why should a man cherish love of God in his heart? How else will he live? How else will he spend his days? To be sure, the ego does not disappear altogether. As long as the pot of I persists, one cannot realize I am he. Footnote: the pot of I, body consciousness. Footnote ends. In Samadhi, the ego totally disappears. Then, what is remains. Ram Prasad says, O Mother, when I shall attain knowledge, then you alone will know whether I am good or you are good. As long as I consciousness exists, one should have the attitude of a bhakto. One should not say, I am God. A man aware of his body should feel that he is not Krishna himself, but his devotee. But if God draws the devotee to himself, then it is different. It is like the master saying to his beloved servant, Come, take your seat near me. You are the same as I. The waves are a part of the Ganges, but the Ganges is not part of the waves. Shiva experiences two states of mind. When he is completely absorbed in his own self, he feels, I am he. In that union, neither body nor mind functions. But when he is conscious of his separate ego, he dances, exclaiming, Ram, Ram. That which is unmoving also moves. Just now, you are still. But a few minutes later, the same you will be engaged in action. Gyan and bhakti are one and the same thing. The difference is like this. One man says water and another a block of ice.